Hello everyone, this is Brenniger. Welcome to my channel and the aquarist hobby. Butterfly 4 is enjoying some blackworms. This is day 2 of his treatment for ick. It's nice to see that he is active enough to consume nourishment. I've also added salt to the water in addition to the methylene blue, but as you can see, he is quite skittish. Hope to cure his condition with no long-lasting negative effects. This is my 10-gallon fry starter tank. There are an indeterminate number of Colombian tetra fry in this tank, which were captured during a gravel vac of, I don't recall if it was the 75 gallon or the 112 gallon, but there were breeding Colombian tetra in both tanks. I sold 50 Colombian tetra at an inch or better to my favorite pet store Friday. Today is Tuesday. Daily feedings of brine shrimp nupli grow these fry out nicely. I used to try to give them infusorians, but I found that tended to poison them rather than save them. So I simply provide brine shrimp nupli to the fry starter tank the day after I start it, all from used aquarium water siphoned out of the gravel of the two larger tanks. And periodically take 50 Colombian tetra to my favorite pet store for store credit. I had $60 in store credit with at $1 a piece, that's $50, and I had a $10 gift certificate given me by a coworker in the Secret Santa last year. So I wound up with $67 in items. What was supposed to be a Bloody Mary shrimp perished because it jumped out of my planted 10-gallon tank. The Betta splendens, which I purchased, turned out to have ick, and I am currently treating it. And one of the two thermometers which I purchased is faulty. So I hope to trade it in for another the next time I go, but that probably won't be for at least 3 months. It'll be at least that long before I have 50 Colombian tetra at an inch or better to trade to my favorite pet store. This is my 112-gallon tank. The remaining Colombian tetra feasting on brine shrimp nupli. Well, more of a snack. Gonna take quite a bit of effort to get a belly full for the larger ones. The smaller are having quite a treat. When I caught 50 Colombian tetra from both this tank and the other, I started with this, the 112, and the first thing I did was remove the fish I like to call Jimmy No Eyes from the tank, because I did not want him to be sold. I am keeping him healthy and happy. He is living out his days right here with me. I ensure that he has food that he can find on the substrate on a daily basis. That's him on the far left, completely oblivious to the brine shrimp nearby. The only sustenance I believe he gets is what he can find on the substrate. So what I do, I've found that the pungent odor of mysis shrimp, which I purchased frozen, alerts him to the fact that there's food in the water. So I put the mysis shrimp in the far right corner, in and about the glass bowl, and then I use the turkey baster to direct some of the water in which the mysis shrimp are in the jar towards him. And when he smells the mysis shrimp, he eventually makes his way to the front right corner of the tank and finds something to eat. This is working well. He is approaching end of life. I see that the scales on his flanks are, well, they have a spotty gray coloration. When a Colombian tetra approaches end of life, these dull colors are noticeable on the fish. So even though he is not as large as other Colombian tetra I've seen, he has had a very stressful life and may expire soon. But at this point, he seems to be quite healthy, and hopefully he is as happy as he can be. Here I am giving my male guppies and the remaining Colombian tetra in this tank a treat of brine shrimp nupli. There are probably about 10 Colombian tetra, approximately an inch in length, and I do believe 8 male guppies in this tank. My prize male is with the 4 females I purchased for select breeding in the guppy breeder tank. Also in this tank is the South American bumblebee catfish, who made an appearance a couple weeks ago for unknown reasons and swam about the tank all evening. So that is on video for you. I did not put many fake plants in the tank this time. Wanted to see what's going on in the tank. And the fish don't seem to mind the new arrangement. Quite happy. All appear to be in good health. Plenty of room for more fish if I care to add them. But probably will allow the Colombian tetra to breed and restock the tank and then sell them for store credit. It's a big part of my hobby. Supplements it a little bit, but mainly it's fun an enjoyable aspect of the aquarist hobby. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon on the next one.